It's been quite a year, quite a summer. Um, the last of my summer Extra Life one-shots is going to be another HeroQuest game. It's going to be Quest 9, Race Against Time. And it's happening next Wednesday. So, seems like a good time to actually write the adventure. So, let's see. We're already on the one-shot server on Roll20. So let's get out of this Princess Heist biz. Head back over to HeroQuest. Alright. Cool. So, over here on HeroQuest, Quest 9. What are we working with on Quest 9? Quest 9 is the Race Against Time. Alright. So, a guide has led you to an underground maze that is rumored to hold a great secret. He has led you down many dark corridors, and finally you find yourself in a room with 3 doors. Suddenly, the guide puts out his torch, and in the darkness, you hear him laugh. "Farewell, my heroes," he sneers, as he makes his escape. It's all Saturday morning cartoon shit. Remember, this was made for 10-year-olds, and it's a board game. You realize to your horror that it is a trap. You must escape by making it back to the stairway, or perish in this dark, forgotten hole. Okay. It's a cool scenario. There's absolutely no explanation about why we had a guide, where we were going, what we were doing, why we were there, why the guard betrayed us, why do we believe the guard. This is the joy, right, of board game scenario, is none of this stuff has to make sense. Ka-cha, right? Alright, so let's see what we got here. This is a room where the heroes begin their quest. Okay. There. And then there's 3 rooms. And, oh, a secret door. I do like that. Okay. Let's see. Well, the first thing that the party's going to do is they're going to look for traps. Now, I like to say that explicitly they have to search for secret doors to find secret doors. If you search for traps, you're not searching for secret doors. That's just HeroQuest logic. So they probably won't find this door until they do all 3. But, I mean, we're on Quest 9 and they got some orcs. Why are the orcs there? What are orcs doing here in this dark, forgotten hole? Doesn't seem like a good place for orcs. We go out into the hallway. You can only go right. Okay. You could wind your ass all the way down this hallway. And then, bloop bloop, get to the staircase. Pretty easy. Or you could take a right at this intersection and have a terrible time. Because Chaos Warrior ain't no joke. Let's see. This is this treasure chest contains 100 gold coins. Hot damn. And then this one that was hidden behind a secret door and guarded by a Chaos Warrior has poison gas. But it does have the Elixir of Life. Holy shit. Alright. The Elixir of Life was a pretty good item. It's pretty good. So, let's see. It's been a while, though. Pretty sure it just raises your maximum hit points. Let's see. Help me out, internet. I don't wanna have to dig out my actual HeroQuest cards. Yeah, here we go. The Elixir of Life. Oh. Okay. Haven't been here in a while. A board game geek. Alright. This small bottle of pearly liquid will bring a dead hero back to life. Holy shit. Restoring all his body and mind points. This can only be used once. Wow. Alright, so that's pretty good. Okay, so it's basically an elixir of, like, true resurrection. That's awesome. Okay, so we definitely want to have that in there. Alright. So that could be the motivation for why they're there. Like, you were there to go get this thing. But I think my past self may have written some notes for this the last time I remixed HeroQuest. So let me look that up real quick. Alright, what notes do I have here in my HeroQuest 5e document? Alright. Scrolling down. Yeah, Thank you, Grammarly. It is a big document. It's very sweet of you to say. Alright, so there is an issue with this dungeon, and that is Heroic Maps, the one they made for it, is terrible. It's called the Dark Sewers, and it's really dumb. I mean, yeah. It's not dumb. It's a great sewer map, but it makes even less sense that the heroes would be down in the sewer and they would be left for dead. And also, look at all these ladders. Like, how are you left for dead? You just climb up the ladder and you're done. Doesn't make sense. It's like they had a sewer map laying around and they were like, yeah, we'll make this the HeroQuest map. I love them, but this definitely felt like it didn't even come close to the mark. So, a little disappointed on that one. But, let's see what notes we have here. Scroll, scroll, scroll. They're still only level 6 for this adventure, which explains why nobody's healed up or done anything, because it's no fun to just do that. Alright. Oops. There we go. So, what I have is documents and text recovered from Baldur's Stronghold. That was the quest that nobody ever saw because Roll20 completely crapped the bed that night. Alright. Documents and text recovered from Baldur's Stronghold reveal a sinister plot. The forces of chaos hope to bring about the resurrection of darkness. A return of an earlier age when the gods of chaos walked the earth and used it as a constant battlefield. Desperate to learn more about this fell ritual, the Empress has tasked you with guiding Liarna, the elven sage, deep into the catacombs of knowledge. It is a massive labyrinthian library said to hold some of the greatest arcane and divine secrets in existence. Guide her to the heart of this labyrinth, that she might find the ancient scrolls detailing the ritual and how to prevent it. But hurry, heroes. Time is short. Shorter than you could ever know. Okay. I like it. I'm not sure 100% what's going on there, but I like it. So, let's see. Okay. Yeah, we could do something with this, for sure. Alright, so how do we build a labyrinthian library dungeon ourselves? Well, Heroic Maps may have let us down with lame sewer map, but they didn't let us down in that they have a really great, let's see, bring this over here. They have a really great library dungeon set, so we're going to do that. Alright, so Quest 9, how big are you? Alright, we'll go ahead and do 50 by 50, because most of these maps have been, what, like 20 by 20, 30 by 30 tops. So, that works. Alright, we definitely want to keep using dynamic lighting. Okay. We can still use our legacy stuff, that's good. I know that they had a recent update to the lighting, and it was okay, but just not ready to switch over quite yet. Alright, so we need the library tiles, which I think are on my computer already. It would be really nice if they were. Or I could just download them again, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just download them again. Alright. Hold on. Okay, now they do already have a library map that is totally made, so we could do that. Let me show it to you. So they have this lost library here, but I just don't feel like it's really selling like the labyrinth feel. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I want to do that one. I mean, it's cool and all. And like this center room, oh, there we go. That one, that's pretty dope. So maybe. All right. Let me log in here real quick. All right, we'll grab this one just in case. Because it would be cool to have a nice big set piece like that at the end. But I also like the idea that they have to get there before maybe somebody else gets there. And that's the reason that that it's a race against time, rather than they were betrayed and they have to escape kind of thing. We'll see. We will see. Alright. Let's see. But where's the actual library? Modular library. There we go. Modular kit, great library rooms, and great library. Alright, so let me download those again for like the 50th time. Alright, and I'm gonna have the lady that's with them be like a nerdy elf librarian that doesn't want them to like mess anything up, basically. Let's see. So they can't take any books or anything like that, but she's going to guide them there. But like when they get into the library, she's going to be so attuned to the library that she's going to sort of know like someone's here kind of thing. Something's wrong. And then they're going to have to get there. So I think that'll be pretty cool. Alright, so we could drop in these lost library bits as well. So I'll drop these in so we could just have something to work with. But I really want to do more of a, this is an actual library that is a maze kind of dungeon. So that's what we're gonna go for. And prep has been less than optimal lately, with how slow Roll20's been running. But hopefully we can get this this knocked out with minimal problems. There we go. Alright, yeah, this is such a great, like, central room. I really like this, the central room. So I like the idea that they have to reach, like, the older part of the library, which is kind of cool. Alright, so let's see. Set dimensions. I believe this is a 20 by 20. Alright. Now, if they have somebody with them who knows the library, how could the library also be a maze? I thought about that, and remember them, well, I don't mean, there were these agents of chaos, like of the god of chaos, Zeech, something like that. we could have some of those dudes, and they're basically using their chaos magic to make the library into a maze. So that would be kind of cool. Alright, so we're going to save this room as the final area. And we don't really need this room right now, but damn, is that a nice looking library. So that's cool. Alright, so now let's drag over the library corridor parts. There we go. There are a great many, as is usually the case with their packs. Here we go. So while that's loading up, I gotta kind of brainstorm some ideas for potential monsters that might be good for the library. So I already want to grab those birdo dudes that we had before. Alright. So birdo dudes. Good, good, good. We want anything that has to do with like chaos and slowing them down. Gibbering Mouthers are not really a threat, I feel, to 6th level party, but they are certainly an annoyance. So Gibbering Mouther, and they do cover chaos pretty well. Slod might be nice, but the worst thing a Slod does is get you pregnant. And in a one-shot, I don't really think you're going to get pregnant long enough to care about that. Let's see. Anything that's, we could do animated books that are flying at people. Let's see. There's a bunch of stuff from Melar's Maze that we could go back and grab that they never really ran into. Would also be good. I do like the idea of them starting in a room where there are 3 doors, essentially, and none of them are the right door. Basically, like, they hear, like, the laughter of these bird creatures, and then they realize that the forces of chaos are here, and they have messed with the magic of the library. So, I like all that. I just have to wait for all these assets to upload. So, let's open back up our notes here, and we will get some more stuff going here. Alright. So, Liara the Elven Sage is attuned to the library itself. Upon entering, she becomes dizzy and collapses. You hear the squawking laughter of a hideous bird-like creature. It is a servant of Zenich. We'll have to check the spelling on that. Alright. So close. T-Z-E-E-N-N-T-H. T-Z-E-E-N. Alright. Let's see. Chaos, a god of magic. Before your very eyes, the library begins to shift and change. The shelves, lined with ancient tomes, begin to elongate and twist in upon themselves. It's very Inception kind of special effect, I guess. Let's see. Liarna, eyes open wide in fear and realization. We must hurry to the ancient library. It is, let's see, the contents the contents are in danger. That sounds terrible. Let's see. We must hurry to the ancient library. Let's see. We must hurry to the ancient library. There is not much time left. All right. So now we've got a race against time. All right. So this adventure has no short rests or long rests. Alright, that'll be intense. Okay, so while we're working on that, did it finally upload all our tiles? It looks like it. There's like 30 something tiles here, so... Oh yeah, those are looking pretty slick. Okay. So many tiles. Alright. There's just a random orrery, some staircases. Alright. Hacha. Look at all these tiles. Wow. Makes me wish I had time to run more than just a one-shot with these tiles. Oh my gosh. That'd be so great. Send people down into like a library. So... There's a library in the Magicians that's like this big, but it's contemporary fantasy, so it just looks like your local public library. But it'd be cool to have a fantasy equivalent of a magical library where a book on every single person's life is stored. Like, that'd be pretty cool. Alright, we're going to make the map bigger against my better judgment. Alright, so that we can have some room to play with here. Let's see. All these guys came in at different sizes, which is always weird. But we'll scale everybody down for now. And then we also have a folder full of special rooms. So let's drop these special rooms down. I am kind of liking this. This is a pretty spicy intro. The sage is attuned to the library itself. Upon entering, she becomes dizzy and collapses. You hear the squawking laughter of hideous bird-like creatures, a servant of Tzeentch, chaos god of magic. Oh, so good. Alright, so after we get all these maps loaded in, we're going to pick a layout and try to make the layout look similar to the OG adventure. The cool thing about a maze like this is that it's a 4-hour adventure. We assume that the final battle will take roughly 30 minutes or so, 30 or 40 minutes. So what we could do is just keep an eye on the clock, and once they have explored the labyrinth of the library long enough, that's when they discover the stairs that lead down to the next thing in the nick of time. So we just need to have a bunch of cool, fun chaos library type stuff in the meantime. So what would be kind of cool, let's see, nerdy chaos warrior, is that a thing? Is there one that's just like got a pocket protector tucked to his armor? Probably not. Nah. It's alright. I wonder if any of the Dark Elves are down with Tzeentch or whatever. That'd be kind of cool. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Alright, hold on. There we go. We needed a Chaos Warrior that was about Tzeentch. Look at this dude. He's got some eyeballs growing out of his arms. He's got magic everywhere. I am digging that. Okay, there's some pretty good ones. This one's 40k. That might be a little too much if you start shooting lasers, but the aesthetic and the look is pretty dang good. Alright, so we got some good options there for Chaos Warriors. And we can also populate using stuff from previous dungeons that they never ran into. That's the benefit of, you know, them not going to the content is... Oops, that's not good. That's the benefit, is that we can reuse that content. So we know unequivocally we want this to be the end. This is where they're going to go and find the main boss, and the main boss is going to grab the thing that they need for the resurrection of darkness, but they're going to leave behind the vial that is the Elixir of Life, and then the players will have that, and then that's all cool and shit. Hey, what's up, man? Doing HeroQuest Quest 9. We're having to make our own map because the map that was designed for this was not very cool. Alright. So let's see. Did they provide any sort of guidance? I'm sure they did, about what sizes I need to make these tiles. Let's see. A tile guide would be pretty amazing. Let's see. Alright, 12, 10 by 14. Okay. Look at that, we almost sized it. Oh, whoops. We almost sized it perfectly ourselves. No, we didn't. Let's see. I meant 14 by 10. There we go. Oh, yeah. Some crammed corridors because all the books. I like it. Okay, so the idea here is in the original adventure, which we have already referenced, you start in a room with 3 doors, and those 3 doors all lead to monsters, and the secret door actually takes you where you want to go. So, same deal with this. We're going to have, they're going to start here, and they're going to have these different options, but they're all going to be bad. And the real option is going to be if they go that way. And the best way to make it really impossible for them to understand is that we're going to put it right here near the very top of the screen, and it's just going to open into a stairwell, and then they're going to go in the stairs, and it's just going to teleport them somewhere else. So we're going to take advantage of their preconceived ideas about Roll20 and use that to make it even more confusing, which will be cool. Alright, so if we've got 3 rooms that they need to go in, we could make them all like dead-end rooms if we wanted to. Oh man, look at this. You take 4 of these, and you just make this huge lecture hall. God, so good. There's so many great maps, and just there's never the occasion to use them. Kind of breaks my heart. It's like a million pieces. Alright, I promise I won't cry. But man, there's just never enough time to play all the D&D that needs to be played. Alright, this is kind of dope. Head down here into like the reference desk area. Alright, so let's set this. Alright, units. 14 by 10. And that should plug in perfectly. There we go. Excellent. Alright, and this could be set. 14 by 10. Excellent. Alright. And then we need something on that side, so... what could be over here? Yeah, that looks like it's kind of cool. Alright, so... we'll just block off this door that goes north, I guess. Could actually make a wall piece real quick in the Photoshops. Let's see. That actually looks like a prime candidate to do that with. Alright, bring this guy over here. So what we're going to do to make our own wall piece is we're just going to take like that. That's all we need to do. And I'm going to copy it, paste it into a new thingy, and then just save it out. And we'll call it library, or we'll call it wall _ library. And I think that's all we need from Photoshop. Alright. So let me go grab that bad boy and bring it over. Sweet. Okay. Let's see. Did I already widen this one? It doesn't look like it. Alright, set dimensions 14 by 10. Yeah, these are some big big walls here. Or rooms. That doesn't really work, because then it's gonna mess up down there. Oh, good thing we have interconnecting pieces. Alright, so let's go down to our hallways and whatnot and see if there is just a connector. I am sure there is. I could also just look at the posting from the shop for the corridors and see where it is. Let's see. Okay, yeah. There's definitely one in here. Let's sort it out real quick. Alright, there's a two-way, there's skinnies. A lot of skinnies. Alright. Okay, we got a T intersection. We got a really nice dead end there. This could actually work too, if we want to keep it simpler. Alright, I think we're going to have to eyeball this one, because there's so many assets from that pack that I don't think it's... There we go. Yeah, that works. Okay. So 3 different directions, they're all terrible. So that's cool. Let's see what other stuff we got here. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to use this one that looks down on the floor below, but it would be a pretty cool effect to do that. So maybe? Let's see. Let's see. Set dimension 14 by 10. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so later, when they take the teleporter, they could pass through the same exact room and then know that they're looking down on the area whence they came. So that's kind of cool. Alright. And the goal here is we make this huge, intimidating labyrinth. They don't even use, like, all of it or most of it. And then when we get to the 3-hour and 20-minute mark, which will have, like, a little egg timer or phone timer or whatever set, then we'll be like, oh, look at that. They found the thing they were looking for. It's just that simple. Alright. I do love playing with their tile sets, though, but it's so easy to end up making, like, your dungeon way too big. Like, way too big. Alright. That's pretty cool. Got a little orrery in there. These two could connect if we find a piece that would do that. Let's see. That's the other thing. It's kind of like putting like a puzzle together too, which is kind of neat. Like technically, through Photoshop all things are possible. But if we didn't want to derp around with the Photoshop part of it, let's see. Here's the staircase that I wanted that goes up. All right. So what we'll do is, if they finally realize there's a secret door behind the statue, that's when this could just plop in there and overlay what's already there. There we go. Probably need something there to cover up the statue. Let's see. But we would keep this on the top layer. On the... I mean, technically we wouldn't have to move the statue out of the way. If we were being super finicky, I guess we could. But we'll keep that on the GM layer until we're ready to drop it down. Or I guess we'll move it there after we do the dynamic lighting, so we don't forget about it during the dynamic lighting. Alright. So, yeah. So that staircase will lead to this staircase, which will be in a different part of the dungeon. Alright, so let's move him to the front. I'll try to make him roughly the same size as that one. There we go. Cool. Okay. I do like teleporters that teleport you like to the complete ass other end of the map too. Those are always fun. Now the question is, if they're in this room, are they going to look up and see the ceiling? Or would they look up and see like a mirror? Like, because if they could just see, they could just fly up to the next level. Which is also kind of cool. I don't know. Let's see, we were trying to connect these guys. This guy right here. Alright, so let's keep looking at what we got. We got a chunky hallway. We got the opening of a room. We got yet another four-way intersection. We got two chunky boys that go into a circle. Let's see. I don't know. Final Fantasy Tactics is one of my favorite games. And I just remember when I played it, there was a part where you had to go into an ancient library. And there were so many books that the dungeon itself was made of books. Like, you had to be on books. You were walking around on books. It was crazy. Alright, I think we found our guy. It's right here. Pretty sure this is our guy. Let's see, but we gotta flip him. Flip. And shrink. There we go. Alright, so now we need that chonky connector. Perfect. Chonky connector, connect. Excellent. Let's see. I mean, it's not the most perfect solution, but it does connect them, so that's what we'll go with. Alright. Let's see. So that part is sealed off now. We got a full circuit there. Let's see. We got this wall thingy in case we need to block off something. So that's cool. Alright. Let's see. Then we've got this section over here. So we've got a skinny and we got a fat. Alright. Do we have any other big rooms? No, the big room won't fit there. So all you big rooms are going to hang up here in this dead space for now, in case we need you. Alright. So this is a chonk into a medium. Do we have a chonk into a small? Well, no. We've got a medium. Four-way medium. Let's see. We got a chonk into itself. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Doesn't really feel labyrinthian, though, to have it just go into itself. Would be kind of nice to have it kind of go around. Let's see. We got chonk into lots of chonk. We got mediums into a small. We've got a medium and a small into some interesting stuff. Okay, but we've got plenty more here. We've got a dead ends. We've got a free-floating room. We've got a skinny rounded, a skinny angle, a skinny room, a small skinny T-intersection, a medium angle, a skinny dead end, a chonky cap. Okay, we've got a skinny, we got a free-floating room. Just blows my mind. They make so much amazing stuff. I don't know. I could never do it, I don't think. We got a corner of a room. Hey, here we go. We got a chonk into a medium. That's progress, because I think mediums go into small. Incarnate Pro worth it 100%. 100%. I have spent a lot of time since the last time I used it thinking about how much I want to use it. So, and that's I'm starting to set aside assets to bring over. So the next time I use it, I'm going to have even more assets to work with. I am very excited about it. Hey, here we go. Here's a chonk into a skinny. We did it. Alright. The problem is that chonk is down there, but I guess we could do like that. Okay, so now we just need... Hey, this would be a good one. Chonk into weird circle room. Oh, perfect. It's a little squish there. Okay. So that means we're going to need something behind that, unfortunately. Okay. Let's see. We got a medium hallway. We got a medium T-intersection. Oh, so cool. I actually thought if I ever ran Mad Mage, which, I don't know, I'd more than likely run World's Largest Dungeon before I ran Mad Mage. I would love each floor of the dungeon to be a different, like, Heroic Maps themed tile pack. And then you just redo each floor as close as you can with that particular pack. I don't know. I thought that'd be really cool. But it is a little tedious because, yeah, you've got all these guys just piled up. So maybe there's an easier way to do it. I don't know. I'd say Photoshop, but I'd have to install like a grid snapping add-on, which is a thing that you can do. Here we go. Just a skinny chonk connector. Look at that. Perfect. Well, apparently not perfect, but perfect enough. Oh, the Stygian Library. Oh yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, that's the problem, right? So like, I don't know. People maybe get mad sometimes because I'm like a snob about maps. But like, if I got a map that's looking this good, do you know what I mean? Like, and I could use a map that looks this good. Like, how am I supposed to use, like, the super basic map that comes with the adventure when I know in my heart that I have this map or an equivalent map that I could use? You know, that there are super talented people out there just creating incredible maps. Like, why be satisfied with some of the junk that publishers try to pawn off on you? I don't know. I don't really care about much, but that's definitely something that I think about. Alright, we're going to use this end cap to bridge this little tiny gap here. There we go. I'm going to send it to the back. Ugh, that looks terrible. Oh my god. Well, they're only going to see the hallway itself, so should be okay. Yeah, it's fine. Looks terrible to us, but once dynamic lighting's in place, it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, the question here is, does that fat boy, is it just going to end in a dead end? Or do we want to end in yet another room? Because we've got this room right here that might work. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, that looks nice. Okay. Now, what we want to avoid is our own, like, content bloat. But since they're going up against chaos, right? Every time they go into a room, we could have a table, and we could randomly just roll on that table for random shit to come out and attack them, or like some random challenge to happen. And we could also have like weird stuff too, like, I don't know, like some Alice in Wonderland level stuff. Because Tzeentch is, as far as chaos goes, he's pretty wild magic. He's a pretty wild magic guy. Alright, so we've sealed off that. All that's sealed off. So now we can start stashing our assets off to the side here. And now we have to connect this medium and this medium. That should not be too hard at all. But yeah, like, the idea that this pack, you could build any sort of library, really, because they've got the lecture hall parts, they've got all that stuff. So, I mean, you could do a lot with it. I was really excited when they just sort of randomly released this one. They were like, oh yeah, we made a library dungeon tile set. The only one that was weirder than this is when they made the pumpkin dungeon, which I immediately was like, well, I guess I'm running a pumpkin dungeon, because I'm not going to live in a world where they got a pumpkin dungeon tile set, and I didn't use it. Alright. Let's see. Could keep it simple. Just have these guys run into each other. That was easy. Alright. Let's see. Do we got a T? A medium T. Yep. Here we go. Medium T a little big. That's okay. And then that will go into a room that... What will that room lead into? We got any skinny boys that lead into anything good? Nope. We just got mediums. I think the only skinny boy into a room was this little workstation office area. Alright. We got a skinny into a weird medium. We got a skinny into all sorts of craziness right here, but not enough room. We could just overlay a medium over the top. Supersede that a little bit. Let's see. But I think that, unfortunately, is going to overlay, yeah, that right there. That kind of sucks. That would have been kind of neat. We could find one that's not as big or round. Let's see. Look at that little cute medium adapter. Oh, here we go. It just ends into a mysteriously phallic dead end. Little chubby chode there. Does it overlap though? Kinda does. Could do that. Yeah, that works. It only marginally hangs over on the wall there. Okay. Alright. Unless, of course, we wanted to hide another staircase, which we could do. Because we got a staircase there. This is a skinnier staircase, it looks like. Yes? No? Roughly the same size? Why do I have so many varieties of staircase? I don't know. Let's put this staircase in here. There we go. And what I'm doing right now is I'm holding down Alt in Roll20 so that I could perfectly place it exactly how I want. Alright, yeah, I like that. Why is there a staircase there? I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Oh, you know what? You see these? These are blurry. That means that this is actually the second floor, and that this is the bottom floor, and that this floor right here is actually above this floor. Oh my god. Wow, you could really make a badass dungeon. Oh, like, anybody remember Avatar Last Airbender, where they had to go to the library that was like sunken below the desert, and there was the dope owl spirit and all that jazz? Oh, you could recreate that dungeon with these tiles. Oh, it'd be so cool. Oh man, so much potential here. Okay. But let's see. This is just for a one-shot, so I probably need to dial it back a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, let's see. Over here, we've got this end area. I don't really want to go any further on this floor. So, what we need is some fake books. So we're going to go back to our tile that we were farming from. Oh, this one doesn't have any. Alright, so we're going to go to one that does have a wall made of books. There we go. And we're going to make ourselves a book wall. There we go. So maybe something like that will work. It's got a little bit of weird lighting there. I'll take it to here. Okay. You know what? We'll go even further. We'll go back to there. That should work. Okay. Alright. Okay. Then we save it out as wall library underscore books. And now we should be able to mod the map the way we want it to be. Let's see. There it is. Now, obviously, this map ain't going to run great because it's a lot of individual assets that have to be loaded. You will notice that they are not extra crisp, so they have been basically scaled down a little bit. Alright, so we could do this. There we go. And I kind of like the fact that it doesn't look right. We can go ahead and have that be a secret door to another staircase. There we go. This library is crazy. There we go. Alright, so that floor is now self-contained. It's got 3 staircases that go wherever the hell we want them to go. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we're going to move the most upstairs part to here. And I think yeah, that looks like you climb stairs to get there. Okay. And then we're going to move the most downstairs part down here. Yeah, okay, that works. So let's see, advance, set dimensions, 14 by 10. And then of course the doting like elf librarian that's with them will, you know, forbid them from like messing with any of the books because there's not time and the books are sacred, blah 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 blah. So otherwise you are gonna have, there's always that PC, right? The one in Skyrim that like their inventory is always full. that would be like, well, I'm gonna look at every shelf. I'm gonna find the most valuable books, and I'm taking them with me. And it's like, oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Okay. I'm the worst in Skyrim. I just don't pick up. I pick up like what I'm supposed to pick up for a quest, but I don't know. I don't got time to be worrying about that kind of stuff. I know there's just going to be better loot as long as I keep playing the game. So I don't know why I would hoard all the loot if there's just going to be better loot. I don't know. Never really made sense to me. All right, so up on this other floor, what kind of exciting stuff is happening? We've got this, but I don't think that we can make it fit without complications. We could put it all the way up here. I don't like having stuff right against the top of the screen, but I might make an exception for this one. Alright. Nope, that didn't work. There we go. Let's see, what do we do about that? This is where we go and grab our wall that we made earlier. Alright, scale it down. Just plug that bad boy in. There we go. Perfect. Enough. Alright. So then this will lead around to something else. Let's see. So that's a medium. We have a nice right turn medium right here. There we go. This is pretty good music for a library too. I might actually just use this for whatever we're listening to. Let me see what we're listening to. And I'll definitely just use that. This is Guild Wars Tasca's Demise. Sweet. This is definitely what we will use for the background music of this library. Let's see. Do you want to open it up a little bit to a bigger space? Where would that bigger space go? For what purpose? For what reason? We don't know. Let's see. At this point, we're just trying to get them as lost as possible. It could open up into this. There we go. And then it could just dead end. Nothing wrong with that. Sort of like, I guess the top floor didn't have what you were looking for, unless, of course, we're at 3 hours and 20 minutes, and then it did have exactly what you were looking for. Let's see. Alright, so where's the chonky boy cap? Or dead end. Did I already use it? Oh, no, here it is. I act like I only have one. I mean, you could duplicate them as many times as you'd like. Let's see. Cool. Alright. So that's pretty cool. So they're up on that floor. I think while I'm here, I will draw a shape to remind myself that that area is off limits. There we go. So I don't get confused later. Alright. Let's see. So that's self-contained, and that's self-contained. Okay, so now we need the lower portion. Alright. So, lower portion. And again, we're just going to try to make it as weird as possible. I guess because I want to just break my wrist with dynamic lighting. I don't know why I'm doing this. Let's see. That works, but there's no zigzag connector. Well, that's a zigzag connector. I don't think it's enough, though. Yeah, no, that won't work. Okay. It is pretty cool, though. Where is that zigzag going to go? I don't know. Let's see. It'd be really cool to use every single tile, but it would also be ridiculous. What are we're dealing with a lot of mediums down there. A lot of mediums. Okay, so we'll just cap these mediums. That could work. And we do need stairs that lead down here. So these stairs look like they lead up. And we already did stairs that lead up, which were back here. Yeah. So we would use stairs that lead up to show that they came from up top. All right. I'm also sizing things against this, but I don't think I actually made this the right size. This could be like the halfling quarter. Nope, I guess that's right. Oh, okay. Let's see. We're getting there. We're getting there. Alright, cap this off. Let's see. Are there any other cool rooms, or have we kind of exhausted every cool room there is? I mean, those are definitely some cool rooms. Some entry hall, some weird statue. Let's see. Weird statue has potential because we could make it connect perfectly to the one above it. There we go. Nice. Okay. Let's see. And we could always just cap these with without putting stuff in. We have the fake books right here, so we could just be like, this is what you get. Let's see. This is a nice chunky end piece. I didn't know we had that. Let's see. Probably not going to use that one. Okay, this one looks like it's got potential. Alright. We'll do that. Nope, it needs to be bigger, huh? Okay. Feels a little weird. I think that's too big. Let's zoom it in. Like that. There we go. Okay. I think we're done with chunkies, so we could probably start deleting some of this stuff. Let's see. Look at that zigzaggy one. Wow, that's weird. But it's got that, there we go. We'll put a zigzag right there. Like this, and then we'll flip it. Nope, that will not work. Alright, let's see. What else do we got? What else do we got? Alright, we got another dead end. That could work. There we go. We could just put a medium cap on this one. Could have sworn we had a medium cap around here. I don't think I used it. Are you a medium cap? I think you are. Yeah, the little caps, they definitely remind me of playing like Descent. I don't know if anybody plays Descent. That's pretty fun. Let's see. I feel like this cap is not the right size. Like, how big? Oh, this must be a chunky cap, I guess. I don't know. Did it just not get sized properly? That is not a good end piece. Let's see. Now, I think it must be a chunky one. Yeah, it's got to be a chunky end. Thought we had a medium end, but I do not see it. And I'm pretty sure we have everything spread out everywhere. But there would have to be one. Ah, well. Okay. So, we've spent enough time working on this. We need to get it closed up. So what we're going to do is we'll just cap it with these circles. Because I'm way over the 1 hour I was willing to spend building this dungeon. Because I still have to populate it, dynamically light it, and all that stuff. Alright. And then let's say... I did kind of want to have a little zigzag action, so we'll do this. And then, is there any room at all besides that circle room that ends in a medium? Maybe even one that we've already used. Yeah. Ka-chow. Alright. Now everybody else gets deleted. Alright. Goodbye, everyone else. Alright, we'll hold on to our walls, just in case. Oops. Because you never know when you actually need to change the dungeon in the middle of the dungeon. Alright. So, there were some good candidates, but we're good now. Alright, so we're going to move this to here. Be kind of cool, just to have it butting up against the beginning the whole time. Alright, that works. Feel like I'm doing some like texture mapping for like an old-timey video game where I'm trying to like maximize my space. This is where we're at with Roll20. Cool. Okay. So now we can shrink the map back down a little bit. Try to make it happier. Let's see. We're gonna eyeball that at 70 by 72. Oops. Alright, 70 by 72. Let's see if that works without clipping anything. Alright, we could actually go 70 by 70. Alright, not bad, not bad. Okay. So, now, I guess we're gonna just try to dynamically light this. Holy shit. Okay. So what I'm gonna do while I dynamically light it is I'm gonna turn on global illumination just so I can see what I'm doing. Alright. Or is it... I have to turn up the actual opacity. Or down? Nope. It's neither one's helping. Alright. Let's see. That actually made it darker. Alright, you know what? We'll cheat. We'll just drop the whole sun down on it. There we go. Okay. Oof. Time to do this thing. Here. The bright side is this dungeon actually doesn't have a lot of doors. Which heroic maps usually have a lot of doors. So that's good. Alright. And we're gonna just zoom in, I guess. And get going. There we go. Now the assumption here is that because they're going to have this librarian with them, and this is a magical place, they will not smash walls. That being said, trying to build better habits, I guess on the interior walls, I do need to try to remember what I always forget, which is to break up my walls sometimes. So I'm still in the very bad habit of not doing that. Alright, over to here. And I would say that that would constitute like an exterior wall, so we'll stop right there, and then we'll just jump right back in. There we go. Now I'd like to do like a completely seamless wall, because I think that it translates over better using the migration tool to Foundry, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Shouldn't be too hard to fix, actually. The wall system in Foundry uses anchor points. So if you've used the path tool before in Photoshop or Illustrator or a similar program, it works similar to that. Go. We'll come back, do a pillar for that. There we go. There we go. This might be a good video, at least from the part where we're building it and then lighting it, to do like a sped up video. That might be kind of cool. Like, watch a video of a library dungeon built from nothing to finished in sped up time. It might be kind of cool. Alright. I don't want to stress being too perfect. As you can see, this is another heroic maps making everything super organic. So snapping to grid, not gonna happen. And that's okay. But man, snapping to grid would make it go a lot faster. Like the Sahaugen Fortress that I did. That is just too damn big anyways, and I really didn't need to dynamically light it. But that's okay. Alright, let's see. What would be in here? In the adventure I'm going to run, the Wizards of Tzeentch, the Chaos God of Magic, they are trying to slow the heroes down while their boss locates this valuable, well, forgotten tome that will allow them to bring about the revival of the Gods of Chaos, basically. So I'm just going to fill it with chaos monsters from an earlier adventure and just have them like randomly spawning everywhere. And then because it's chaos, we could probably just throw anything in there. Demons, monsters. Yeah. If it was a normal dungeon, well, I don't think a library dungeon would ever be a normal dungeon. But other things you could do, in Melar's Maze, we had a whole library section that they never went to. So I could go back there, and I could grab, like, the paper golem, and the library has a lot of candle drakes in it. Some libraries, if you have a lot of golems in your campaign, they could have, I think it's called, like, a archivalist automaton or something. Like, Kobold Press has a lot of good library-themed monsters. The ultimate library theme monster being, in my opinion, the Ink Devil. Definitely throw some Ink Devils in here. Ink Devils, they synergize good if you have lots of other devils, so I might reskin it to be an Ink Demon or something, because I don't think they have devils in Warhammer. And just any fiend at all can benefit from it, not just devils. But basically, they throw ink on you, and then you are marked. You have the devil's mark, and so the devils are more likely to hit you with their spells and abilities and stuff. It's a really cool support monster. It's pretty strong all by itself, too. It makes for a really fun low-level side quest. Is, you know, we've got Ink Devils in our library, sort of thing. What level are the HeroQuest people? They're level 6 for this. And they will not be able to take a short or long rest during this adventure. So that will be a little bit of a twist for them. Alright, let's see. I do like me some candle drakes though, but they're more like a friendly unit type thing. But I guess if you're robbing a library, like if that's the adventure, for example, like you had to rob a library in Skills of War, that would have been kind of fun to have a bunch of candle drakes. But they were at a level that I think they would have just decimated the candle drakes pretty easily. Yeah, paper drakes are definitely on the agenda. We can go back and grab those from Melar's Maze. Yeah, that's kind of the cool thing about these late level dungeons, is one, we can go back and grab content that was skipped and throw them into the dungeons. And two, we can go back and grab content that wasn't skipped, but that's okay because they're going to be like, we fought these guys before, and they're going to have that sense of like, the world is persistent. So it's like a win-win at that point, which is pretty cool. Uh-oh, I think I did it again. I went to like my Zen happy place and I completely traced the whole floor. Ah, well, whatever. Alright, let's jump in here. We'll move the sun over a little bit. There we go, so we can see what we're doing. I feel like I'm moving like a work light or something, like working on the engine of the car. Alright. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I would love to go to a dungeon that was a giant library. I think that'd be so fun. So hopefully this ends up being a fun adventure. And I guess next Wednesday before the game, I'm going to stream like an explanation of what actually happened in Quest 8, since we don't have a recording of it. Happens to the best of them, I guess. But yeah. That way we can at least update the playlist on YouTube so that even though you can't watch everybody play Quest 8, you can at least find out what the hell happened in Quest 8. Alright, let's see. This one's a little tricky because they got such a skinny wall here. Alright, we could fix this with other tools when we come back. So let's see. Actually, I want to be a little bit further over here to try to hide some of that. There we go. And around the corner. There we go. So with everything being kind of chaotic, it occurs to me that there's really no reason to have that statue conceal a secret door staircase, since there's another staircase that leads upstairs anyways. So I was thinking if they find the secret door staircase and use that one, they might get like some bonus magic items or something. Like spawn a chest in at the top of the stairs that wouldn't normally be there. That might be kind of fun. Alright. And over and down. There we go. And around and up and done. Alright, we're making great progress. Let's see. I've only been doing this for like 10 minutes. Alright, we got this section now. Here we go. What's the Arcanophage? Is that the... I'm using them weird bird things from the Dark Crystal as one of the things, because that was supposed to be the boss of a previous HeroQuest adventure, and they definitely ran out of time, so that never got to be used. And I already have it statted out. This is because we're putting so much effort into the map this time around, we're just gonna dial it in on the monsters for the most part. So if it's not like, if it doesn't already have a stat block, I don't really feel like making up a new stat block for this adventure. So that's going to be my lazy boy approach to this. Let's see. All this looks good. Good. We could technically just have this dungeon be lit magically and not really worry about it. So I might actually do that. Let me see. We'll just do global illumination and not stress it. Yeah. Okay. So that works. All right. Get rid of this then. If it doesn't have to calculate like light bouncing off of objects, it will run a lot better too. So I've been doing that more and more as I finish up with Roll20. Is I'm just like, hey, it's cool, bro. We just won't have any lights. We'll still have dynamic lighting, but we just won't have any actual lights for you to calculate. Everything will just be dynamically lit. Not nearly as fun, and it makes me feel like video game like designing instead of like D&D designing, because video games, of course, all the dungeons are always so beautifully lit with magical candles that never run out of wax. But I don't know. Hopefully my players don't get too attached, because we will be going back to needing your own light sources and all that janks in October. But for now, I want to be as accommodating to Roll20 as I can, because they have been providing people a way to stay connected with friends and family and play D&D and other tabletop, so I get it. Let's see. There we go. Man, this is a really beautiful tile set. I like it a lot. Let's see. Oh. Oh, that's problematic. This leads to nothing. What do I do about this? Let's see. I will end the line there, and I will, I guess, bring the fake wall down. There we go. Yeah, I didn't realize that was like the entrance, or a possible entrance. Alright, I should probably do that before I get into something else. So let's see. Oof, nice and bright. Too bad you can't set like a global dim. That'd be super cool. Alright, let's see. Where is our fake wall? Here it is. What map is this? This is a custom map. It's called the Great Library Corridors. Here you go. Post it. They also have the Great Library rooms as well. And then, yeah, that's about it. I like how one of them I linked to DM's Guild and one of them I linked to Drive Thru RPG. They merged the two sites so that your library from both sites works in both places. So that's been kind of cool. Not having to switch back and forth. Alright. Get this guy in here. There we go. And we got that shadow there. That's kind of a pain in the ass. I guess I could do another wall that doesn't have the shadow, but I'm okay with it. We got other stuff to do. There we go. Sometimes it just has to be good enough. Alright. Back to this. Alright. We get the same deal over here. I thought I put something there. I must have accidentally deleted it when I was taking stuff out. Alright. Then let's plug this hole as well. Let's see. We'll go get our books. There we go. Hotkeys. Alright. Let's see, there we go. And actually, uh-oh. No, don't freak out. No, don't freak out. You're doing great. You haven't crashed at all today. Alright, yeah, we'll just do that. Cool. Alright, back to dynamic lighting. It's just that easy to patch your dungeon. If you get a map and you don't like the map, it's just that easy. Throw down rocks, throw down fake walls. Like, you are not bound to the map. You can change it if you need to. Unless you're in some kind of weird contract where you're not allowed to mess with the map, then I don't know. That's between you and whoever got you in a contract about maps. So. Alright, up here and over. There we go. And there we go. And around. Oops. Too much, too much. Alright. Also, since this is chaos and magic, we could just literally drop anything we wanted to in this library. Because we could just keep having chaos mages show up, air quotes, and as they show up, they're like, Kacha magic, and they just summon whatever. Like, you could just fight whatever. We could use a random encounter generator if we wanted to. One of those ones that doesn't take any sort of realism into account. It's like, you're gonna fight 56 goblins, a gray render, and a knight, and make it all work. And that would actually be a pretty easy scenario to explain. There's been weirder ones. There's weirder ones. Let's see. But that could be kind of fun. You know what? They need to fight an octopus. They got to fight an octopus in the library. I feel like that's important. A whole flock of giant owls in the library. Yes. Yes. All sorts of weird stuff. We'll throw a bunch of weird stuff in there. All right. Oh, we got this central piece. There we go. Oh, I thought you were done. How rude. Okay. Where are you coming from that you're not, that you think you're still going? All right. Okay. That was weird. Alright, let's finish this central piece, and then it's time for doors. Doors and pillars. Alright, here, here, here. There we go. Alrighty. So, let's see. Oh, right. I gotta go to the object layer, and I'm going to make a shape to remind myself that all of this is out of bounds, so that I don't, in the middle of the adventure, when my brain is thinking about a million other things, get confused and be like, what's the staircase for? Alright, sweet. So now we go back to dynamic lighting, and we switch to green for doors. Alright, and we'll draw shapes, and we're going to just hunt for doors. I don't see any doors here, but I do see some places where we want to put a circle. So hold down Alt, turns a square into a circle. And circle. Done. Alright, what else we got down here? Those are just weird fountains. Totally have those fountains do something crazy. Maybe one of them restores spell slots and one of them restores limited use abilities. That might be kind of cool. Oh, we got a secret door right here. Kacha. There we go. And let's see what else we got. Oh, we got a circle right here. we've got a door right here. Okay. Whoa. Let's see. We got 2 doors right here. Okay. It looks like double doors right here. Alright. Spooky place right there for sure. Let's see. Yeah, all that's done. Let's, shoot. We didn't light the actual boss room area. Oh well, I'll do that later, I guess. Let's see. We're on the hunt for doors right now. There's not a lot of them. Oh, here we go. We've got a circle. Yeah, such a spectacular lack of doors and pillars. I can't actually believe it. Here we go. Alright, there's a magic book. That'll be cool. And we got that. And then we've got to switch to polygon so that this secret door situation can hide the fact. There we go. That behind it is a secret staircase. Alright. Good, 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 good. Alright, I guess the question here is, they're going to come down here and they're going to have the final boss fight. Do we want to have the whole room actually done up? I don't think it'd be that hard to do. Alright, we'll just do it real quick. Here we go. Alright. Pretty exciting stuff going on this week for D&D. Skull and Shackles finally going to get off the island that they got stuck on, so that's cool. And then Storm King's Thunder, they're going to go take on the final boss. That's pretty cool. And then both the Saltmarshes are level 10 or higher, so their campaigns are transitioning over to a campaign timer. So in X number of days, that will be the end of their campaign. So they're sort of rushing to and fro trying to get stuff done. Campaign timer can be good if it's used correctly. If it's hanging over their heads the whole game, not very fun. If you do it in a Mass Effect 2 kind of way, where it shows up and then they have to deal with it at that point, then that's different than it just hanging over your head the whole flipping game. So it also helps them come to terms with the fact that it does have to end, which is cool. Because ending things is also a very hard thing to do. It's always hardest to start and to finish. Going through the actual grind is never too bad. Man. There's organic and then there's this. This is wild. Alright, let's see. There's a couple of other library maps that they have, or bad guy wizard layers or lich layers that use these sort of like carved out of stone bookcases. They are so terrible to dynamically light. I guess I could have done a straight line and then come back through and done like a rectangle tool. That might have worked, but we're already committed now, so let's just do it. Alright. There we go. It would be kind of neat to do some, like, maybe abyssal spiders or something down here that jump in on the fight. I think the fight will be hard enough, but I don't know. Could be kind of fun to have them. That spider web got me thinking about it. It's like good old abyssal spiders. Let's see. Here we go. And around. This is another great map. This Spooky Library. I think it's in their Stories collection, because it technically has like the surface map that's just like smashed ruins, and then they've got 2 different floors below, which is more than enough dungeon. There we go. Alright, and then we got a couple of interior walls we gotta do real quick. And I don't think this has any doors. I think all the doors are like rotted out. So at least there's that. And I don't know what that globe's about, because I'm pretty sure the Warhammer world is flat. I don't know. Maybe it's round. Even after all this HeroQuest, I don't really know all that much about the Warhammer world. I know, I guess it got blown up for like the latest game, so you're just playing on a bunch of demi-planes or something. Oh, look at that. There was some doors. Okay, so let's see. Go to green. Go to draw. Oh, did we leave behind dynamic lighting? Or do we just go to a less dark and spooky area? Okay. So we've got, here are the pillars that we needed so badly. Here we go. And I could have done a copy and paste to make sure that they're all the same size, but this part of the dungeon is all busted up, so I don't really think it matters that much. Alright. Huh. Not counting the 10 minutes of random BSing at the beginning, we just built and lit this huge ass dungeon in 90 minutes, so that's not too bad. So now I'm willing to go till 8. So how much can I just chuck in here before then? Let's find out. First and foremost, they got this Elvid Sage. So I don't want her to be overly powerful. So let's see. Do we have a cool elf we could use that has not been used for some other elf in some other game? It kind of looks like a librarian. I could probably just find one. Yeah. I'll look up like nerd elf or something. Or elf librarian. Okay. So for now, let's go shopping in our previous adventures. Starting with the missing wizard. Which is what? Quest. Did I archive that stuff? I think I did. I did. Alright. Get back out here. I need everybody. Show up. Alright. Let's see. Quest 5. We're definitely going to go shopping there. There it is. Quest 7. Okay. So, let's see. Quest 7. What do we want from here? We want it all, really. Alright. We want this bird guy. For sure. I think I said that bird guy was going to be a Vrock. And we need this bird guy, who's going to be whatever this thing is right here. A Nagpa, a.k.a. bird guy from Dark Crystal. Alright, so might as well plug it in. There we go. Oh, I guess we did. Sweet. Alright, did I plug you in also? I did. Wow. Past me, you're the best. Let's see. They never got to kill this thing. And I know that they desperately wanted to. So let's bring the Star Spangled Mangler, or whatever it is. There we go. Sweet. You can come along, little baby. Let's see. We'll move you to the GM's lair. What else do we want to bring? Well, we probably don't need you guys anymore, because this adventure's over. We never got to use this crazy slug creature. The Fate Eater. Definitely got to put a Fate Eater in there. So let's throw him over. Get in the pile. Come on over. Alright. You know what? We'll just put everybody that we're bringing in the center room here. Reusing assets. That's what we're doing. Alright. And then there were like these little pink dudes and blue dudes. There we go. Pink and blue dudes. Fantastic. And then we had these Chaos Warriors that were made of stone. That's cool. Alright, so all you guys can come too. Okay. Oh, this is that weird worm creature. There we go. Yeah. Arcanophage. Which token frame? This metal one? This thing? That is available through the Roll20 shop. I can't remember the name of the guy, but it comes with like 50 different frames. If you look up like Roll20 fancy frames or something. Yeah, it's like the first thing you'll get when you look it up. It's loading a little slow here. No, that's not the right link. Alright. But yeah, it should be like the first thing that shows up. Of all the fancy frames that this guy makes, though, I really don't like all of them that much. This is probably my favorite one, is with the chains. I think it's under Game Glam. I'm searching my brain right now, trying to remember. Here we go. I'll post it up in chat. Yeah, so if you want some real spicy frames, like that guy makes some real spicy frames. Gabriel Pickard. He also makes, you know, a bunch of amazing map assets also. His map assets are like true vanilla, like ultimate vanilla. So I don't know. It's not that I don't like them. It's just that I only use them if like I need something real basic, which is good if you don't do a lot of prep ahead of time. Like Gabriel Pickett's stuff is like really good for that. And he did, I believe he's the one that did a Mind Flayer City tile set, which is amazing. And I have used that to build and run a really nice Mind Flayer City. So that was cool. That was before all these map makers kind of came out of the woodwork during global quarantine or whatever. So, all right, get rid of all these peeps. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna grab the whole cast from this adventure. Works for me. All right, so we'll go to the GM lair. We'll grab everybody that's here. And we'll bring them over to our big-ass library. Where did our big-ass library go? Quest 9, here we go. Alright, so we have to work with this bottom right-hand corner. This is sort of our margin in this adventure. So we've got that. Alright, lots of fun stuff to work with over here. Alright, little grubby worm. There we go. We got the cameraman. Just dropped him there, so it's already on the board. Okay, so now we're going to go to Melar's Maze, which is Quest 5. And we're going to steal a bunch of stuff from there. It would be pretty hilarious to bring the Froghemoth in there as well, because they didn't kill the Froghemoth either. Froghemoth in a library. Oh boy, would that be fun. Sure, why not? Let's see. These horrible critical hit cards everywhere. Okay. Let's see. Mushroom dudes. We don't need. Well, we got this gargoyle here. We didn't use. Oh, here we go. Swarm of paper. What is this thing called? Paper golem swarm. Hell yeah. So we need one of those for sure. Huh. I thought I had a paper drake in here too, but maybe not. Okay. So let's see. We got a mummy. Never a bad idea to have some mummies in the library. Okay, and then we had this alchemical golem, which was pretty fun. Oh, mephits. We could do mephits. That'd be pretty fun. Okay. Let's see. Dust mephits in a library. That's what we need. Dust mephits in the library. Okay. We will leave the frog hemoth where it is. We'll leave it where it is. We got enough other wacky stuff to bring in here. Let's see. Drop this guy down. Okay. I'm gonna move all this to the object token layer. There we go. Alright, what do we got to work with here? There's our friend the Zinch Chaos Warriors. Okay. And then this worm guy. And then that horrible creature. Rocks like crazy. Paper Swarm. Alright. So we also want Dust Mephit. Let's bring some of those out. Adorable. Okay. What's this guy? An Eater of Dust. Whoa. This terrible creature resembles an imposing knight wearing Baroque plate armor made of calcified resin. Its helm is a blank gray oval without eye slots or mouthpiece. It carries a glistening greatsword with one or more slavering fanged mouths. I don't know who you are or what you are, but I kind of love you. Let's see. What do they do? They consume just about anything with their horrible animate maw blades, including most gems and metals, but they prefer flesh and souls. Okay. Eaters of Dust, or Yakachi, are sometimes called extraplanar, in extraplanar text. Roam the lower planes and serve as star shovels. So are the Yogoloths? Are they like custom Yogoloths? I feel like they would be a Yogoloth. Okay. Yeah, we'll have some of these guys. Sure. Get in there, Eater of Dust. That'll be freaking horrifying. Some Dark Souls looking stuff right there. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to look up the Arcanophage. There's also a slime that eats spell slots, so we should probably throw that in there too. I'm trying to remember what the... Is it this? Is that what I'm thinking of? It's adorable. A Magivore. The Arcanophage diet consists exclusively of magic. It has no mouth. Feeds by absorbing nearby magical energy. I like it. Okay. What do they do? At the start of each turn, each creature within 30 feet must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failure... Okay, so they end concentration passively. That's pretty cool. Hunger, each time it feeds in combat. Alright. Where does it actually feed, though? Does it... Voracious. Okay. Oh, it can counterspell, except it must always make a spellcasting ability check, no matter the spell level. Its ability is +5. And then it feeds on the magic. Oh, that is fun. That is fun. Okay. Hype. I feel like every bad guy wizard should, like, have a couple of these just hanging out, but I don't think they could be trained, so they would probably just eat the bad guy spells just as much as they would eat the good guy spells. Alright. Arcanoloth, definitely too much for a bunch of 6th level characters. Actually, no. They could probably take on an Arcanoloth. God, everybody got nerfed so hard in 5e. These guys used to be so scary. Now they're just cute. Looks like he's gonna go to Little Red Riding Hood's grandma's house. Just fucking eat grandma and make some biscotti. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. I just remind myself the monster manuals, suggestions, guidelines, etc., etc., etc. Alright. Let's see. What other wild stuff could be in there? There's the ooze that eats magic. I'm trying to remember what it's called though. Foxfire ooze. There it is. Pretty sure this one eats magic. Okay, this ooze has advantage against attack rolls of any creature that is surprised. It can move through narrow spaces. Lightning storm. Oh, I thought this one ate magic. Oh well. I wonder which ooze I'm thinking of that eats magic. Oh well. Let's see. What else could we have in a library? The paper drake. Let's go grab that. Oh, they're in addition to everything else, these little sea cucumbers are also immune to magic. Sweet. So this will be a good creature to basically be like a rat inside the library sort of thing. Oh yeah, magic immunity. And then advantage on saving... Oh, from spells. And then advantage on saving throws against other effects. Okay. Sweet. Let's see. We might need the regular paper golem stat. And then the paper drake. Alright. What do you got going on, paper drake? Aw, you're so cute. You can fold yourself into different sizes. You can't be smaller than tiny or larger than medium. Doesn't change your stats. It's adorable. Okay. And then we could also throw in candle drakes. Okay. Are they not called candle drakes? What are they called? Lantern, right? That's what they're called. Where are they? Alehouse, bathhouse, coral, crimson, deep, fey, forest, moon, pact, paper. This is a real creature, I swear to you. Maybe they're actual dragons? Alright, let's see. Skull Drake. Oh, that's adorable too. All these cool monsters. And then everyone's just out there fighting bugbears. Shake my head. Alright, let's see. Alright, I'm gonna look up Lantern. Okay, Lantern Dragonet. That's what we're looking for. I don't know why I call them candle drakes. It's because they eat candles. Could have a whole swarm of those come and attack. They are technically lawful evil. Wow. Okay. We'll have a whole swarm of these cuties come out. Start lighting everybody up. Let's see. Do we need anything else? This seems like a pretty good assortment of stuff. Pretty good. I guess if we wanted to, we could have, like, Ink Devils, because it is a library. I feel like it's their right to be there. Let's see. Devil Ink. There we go. Yes, there it is. Ink Guardian Ooze. And Inkling. So we'll just throw both of those in there. There we go. Oh, shit. Okay. That's actually pretty strong. Bottled Rejuvenation. When activated, the creature launches from its bottle, landing within 20 feet of the bottle. Starts as tiny, and then each turn it increases in size until it gets to large. That's exciting. Selectively caustic. Okay. Volatile. Alright, I dig it. So we'll do that. What's an Inkling? Let's see. The Inkling can move through space. Thirst for knowledge. Inkling spends 24 hours with a magical book or scroll. It can learn the magic of 1 second level spell, erasing and absorbing all the ink. Oh, wow. That's a fun low-level quest. Inklings get loose in the local mage guild or whatever. They have, like, the mage apprentice and his adventuring friends go in there and find out what's going on. Redirect. It can force the attacker to make a DC 12 intelligence saving throw. If the attacker fails, the spell is redirected to hit another creature. Yeah, that's fun. That's pretty cool. Alright, so yeah, you could be there too. Man. Alright. And then I think there's a living spell. We had that before. Living Birding Hands. We could do... Oh shit, a living lightning bolt. That looks really cool. Customizing a living spell. These are all just examples of living spells. I like it. A living spell unleashes a stroke of lightning in a line, and then it recharges. Then it's got magical strike times 2, 5d6. Oh my god. Yeah, alright. We'll have that like pop out of a book. We'll have living spells pop out of books. I'm down for that. Alright, a living cloud kill. Fantastic. What is this thing? A living wick. Alright, living wick is a small, rough wax sculpture of a human. Well, that's horrifying. Consume self. It can be commanded to rapidly burn through its remaining wick, creating a devastating fireball. Well, that is also amazing. Okay. I like that too. Alright. On that note, I think I have plenty of stuff to work with here. I'm just going to create random encounters as they go, made of this stuff. Well, I'll also look up some... Kasoon just made like a puzzle generator, like an actual like program that makes puzzles. So I might give that a shot. Throw a couple of weird puzzles in there. But yeah, the idea is that they're rushing around this library trying to get to the end before the time is up, sort of thing. Yeah, I like it. All right. Yeah, and given the size of the dungeon, we're just gonna have global illumination. We're not gonna bother with dynamic lighting, which is kind of lame, but we have the dynamic lighting for, you know, walls and stuff like that, so I guess it'll be good enough. And there we go, 8 o'clock. Yeah, we have a lot of real cool stuff for them to do. They're gonna find the Elixir of Life at the end of this adventure, and then this will trigger sort of the real crazy stuff to start happening in HeroQuest, which after the race against time, they've got to go to the Castle of Mystery, and then the Bastion of Chaos, Barrack Tour, where they accidentally wake up the Witch Lord, then they go and they fight an ancient red dragon, and then they go for the big finale. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Alright, well, if you want to see this game played live, we're going to play it next Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to wait, it'll be on YouTube eventually. If you want to find out what happened in the last HeroQuest adventure, 6 p.m. next Wednesday, I'm going to do a stream that explains what happened in the adventure, since we don't have a recording of it. If you are interested in playing in a D&D campaign that I'm running, I am starting a new game in October on Sunday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It is Mythic Odyssey of the Dragonlords. So it's Odyssey of the Dragonlords again, but I'm adding in a bunch of stuff from Mythical Odyssey of Theros. So I'm kind of mashing the content from both together. So it's going to be a little bit... It's sort of like Game of the Year edition of Odyssey of the Dragonlords, I guess you could say, because it has extra stuff. Probably going to add some stuff from Arcadia. You know, basically, I'm going to take some more liberties with the campaign than running it super strict from the book. Not that I run anything super strict from the book, but it'll definitely have slightly different content than the normal Odyssey of Dragonlords. It'll be like Sun and Moon Saltmarsh, but it'll be two different tellings of Odyssey. So yeah, so that game should be posted up on Roll20 now. I let everybody on my server have access to it first for applications and just to kind of check it out. But I'm not going to select any players for it until... probably not until early September. So, anyways, I'll post the link up real quick. And then I think I'll be done for the day. Because there's actually no game tonight. Yeah, Wednesday's my night off. Well, sometimes. Like next Wednesday it's not. But anyways, this is the link to the game. Oh, and also this adventure is going to be for Extra Life. We've raised $700 already this year. The goal this year is only $1,000. We're definitely going to do that because we haven't even done the 24-hour marathon yet. But 24-hour marathon's coming in November 7th. It's 24 hours straight, Dungeons & Dragons, with loot boxes and in-app donation purchases to buff your character and ridiculousness. So keep an eye out for that. All right. See everybody later.